What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely incredible day. I know I am. I actually just got back from the dollar store. I bought 47 million pounds of candy. That's right, and now I'm gonna go into a diabetic coma and never upload again. If you don't want me to go into a diabetic coma, you gotta press that like button. Every like that I get is a day that I won't be in a coma. That's right, so we need at least 10,000 likes if I'm going to keep uploading. Oh my gosh, guys, I feel the diabetic coma coming. I'm barely gonna make it through the story time. As you guys can tell, today I'm going to be talking about a time a frat guy tried to throw some hands. That's right, Scrub Lord himself was almost engaged in fist-to-fist combat with a man named Chad wearing a polo shirt whose dad is definitely a lawyer. It should be a pretty interesting story, and without further ado, let's get it right into this baguette it. That's like baguette, but said American. So as most of you guys know, I live in Las Vegas, which is kind of like the party capital of the world. We have this area called the Strip where all these massive hotels are, and it's basically a place where everyone is super hydrated and is on vacation, leading to some of just the douchiest people you've ever experienced in your entire life. I don't know what it is about people that are hydrated, but it's like all human decency just goes out the window. Oh, I'm hydrated? Yep, might as well piss in a potted plant, you know? Like, that's the type of things that go on in the Strip. And anyways, this last week, Cyrus came to visit me. I'm sure you guys know that. On the main channel, me and him did a little collab where we kind of hung out. We were at my house. And Cyrus wanted to see the Strip because I've talked a lot in Discord calls about how it's the craziest place ever and people are really stupid, and the Strip is just where you go to see stupid people. And being the professional cyberbullies we are, we decided to go look at all the drunk people on the Strip and do our best to have a good time, you know? And I've lived in Las Vegas my entire life, so I have quite a few friends. So the night Cyrus and I decided to go to a Strip, I invited some people. It was me, my friend Grant, my friend who I'll name for the story, Katie. I'll name her Katie, why not? Because, I don't know, she doesn't want her real name on here. She told me I could tell the story because, you know, I stood up for her honor. But I just really didn't want to say her real name. And then her friend Jennifer. So me, Cyrus, Grant, Jennifer, and Katie decided to bool out to the Strip and just have a good night. It is a pretty fun place. There's fun stuff to do. And most importantly, it's really fun to watch drunk people be stupid. I think we can all agree on that. But anyways, we all go down to the Strip and just start walking around. There's a bunch of giant hotels. And like I said, the people watching can be pretty entertaining. And we had two girls with us, Katie and Jennifer. And like, not that it matters what they were wearing, but they were wearing like jeans and a t-shirt, okay? They were not wearing skimpy mini skirts. Not that that would make anything that I'm about to say okay, but just so you guys know, like, these girls were wearing what you would wear to the gym, all right? It was not the type of thing where like a guy should have been oogling and googling at him. But we're walking down this bridge because they have these bridges that go over the road so that way drunk people don't have to walk into traffic, because that would be a disaster, all right? If you've ever seen them try to walk, they're basically little babies. And as we're crossing this bridge, there's this ginormous group of frat boys. You know, I can smell it. It was something between the Hollister cologne, the fact that 3 of them are wearing a shirt that said "My dad's a lawyer," and the fact that all of them kind of looked like the dude who tried to steal your lunch money but like actually wasn't strong enough to take it himself. And yes, I know it's wrong to judge a book by its cover, but when the cover says, "Hey, I'm a douchebag," you know, sometimes you gotta read the cover and assume the worst. Sure, you might not always be what the cover describes, but most of the time, the cover's pretty accurate of what's inside the book. I've never liked that saying. Like, if a guy walks up to me covered in Nazi tattoos, you expect me to be like, well, we can't judge a book by a cover. I bet you he's a real cool dude. No, of course I'm gonna think he's a douche noodle. Man, my mom used to always say, you can never judge a book by a cover. Yes, you can judge a book by its cover. In fact, what else are you supposed to judge it by? Do I really have to get to know a person before I judge them? Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent, but all these frat boys are walking up to us, and they're very clearly pretty heavily inebriated, all right? Like, they're so wasted that even Cyrus is like, wow, those guys definitely look out of it. And I'm like, yep, that's because they definitely are out of it. So we walk by this group of people, and Katie goes, oh my god, and I'm like, what, are you okay? And I hear a smack, and one of the frat guys had smacked Katie on the butt. Not like, oh yeah, please smack me on the butt, daddy, but like just smacked her on the butt, which I'm not cool with. Like I said, like, listen, I'm sorry, but if you're a douche who's just gonna touch people when they don't want to be touched or asked to be touched, that's just wrong. Not to mention, like, I don't know, I really did not like that, all right? Katie's my friend, and if you're gonna go and like touch her like that without any of her consent at all, you're just a giant douche canoe. And I know some people in the comments are gonna be like, whatever, you should take it as a compliment. No, dude, imagine if somebody touched your butt without asking you, all right? Like, that's the level of weird that this is. Nobody wants to have their butt touched, especially by a man named Daniel who goes to UCLA because his parents bought his way in, all right? So she explains what happens, and I call back. I'm like, hey, I said some naughty words, but I basically said, hey, you frickin' butt heads, What's your issue, my dudes? Except I didn't say those words. You know what I'm saying? Susan is listening because she's always listening, but you guys get the idea. And so they turn around and they're like, yo, what's your problem? And I said, well, one of you douche canoes slapped my friend's butt, like, and she's not cool with it. Which one of you assholes did it? And they immediately are like, bro, just chill out. Like, it's not even that big of a deal. And the guy who smacked it said, I did it, but I mean, honestly, she should take it as a compliment. It looks like she doesn't get much attention, lol. Oh, really? She doesn't get much attention, which is why you randomly walking past her on the street decided to smack her on the butt. It was a charity thing. So I call him a douche and basically say like, oh, if you think she's ugly, why'd you do it then? Like, you're such a douche canoe, dude. And he's like, whoa, I'm not a douche, dude. Like, sorry, I was just trying to have some fun. And I was like, what part of fun is touching strangers when they don't want to be touched, dude? And he goes, dude, you just need to cool it. Like, we're all just trying to have a good time. And I said, no, we were trying to have a good time before your dumbass decided to smack my friend on the butt without her permission, you sociopath. And he's like, no, dude, it's not like that. You don't even understand what's going on. Like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. And so I do the unthinkable, and I basically say, all right, man, I'll see you in the news in 30 weeks when you're the next Bill Cosby roofieing girls with Jello, you piece of shit. You're lucky your dad's rich. It's the only way you're gonna have any success in life. And everybody who's like, bro, that was a little too far. No, it wasn't. And people like that who act like they have the right to do whatever they want whenever they want need to get taken down a peg. Like, who do you think you are, man? Honestly, no one is important enough or cool enough to be able to do whatever they want to people and just be like, whatever, we're just trying to have fun. Yeah, if you're trying to have fun, stick to yourself. You don't have the right to touch other people in effect the time that they're having just because you think that it's fun, all right, you douche? And when I say this, he gets really, really mad, and him and his boys are like, bro, if you got a problem, we can really settle this outside, man. Like, we can settle this like men if you want. And like I said, I'm not a fighter, I'm not too proud, but I basically said, all right, and I pushed him. And I don't think he's ever been stood up to before, because once I pushed him and said, all right, let's do this, he was like, wait, what, bro? Like, dude, you're not even worth my time, which is funny because I wasn't the one who asked to fight. So here this guy is who asked to fight, and so I pushed him, and all of a sudden, I'm not worth his time, I'm not worth his energy, I'm just some poor kid who's trying to get a lawsuit because I can tell that his dad's rich. Those are words that came out of his mouth. That's right, you smacking my friend on her butt and me standing up for her is definitely me trying to get a lawsuit because your dad makes, I don't know, whatever from being a lawyer. So at this point, Cyrus and Grant, the two guys that are with me, are like trying to hold me back because I am trying to fight this guy. Like, I'm not a violent person, you guys know that. I really don't like to fight. But when somebody just acts like they have the right to do whatever they want, whenever they want to people that like aren't them, that just pisses me off, dude. I cannot stand people that are so douchey. So I'm trying to get at this guy and he's like still talking. I don't think his friends have realized this is not going to end well. Like I said, they're all sloshed. But as the rest of his group starts to turn around, because there was a ton of them, so like most of them kept walking, the rest of the group turns around and sees what's happening. And just to paint you a picture of this guy, I don't know if this word's offensive, but I would best describe him as a midget. Like, this dude was probably 5'2". And as I've said on the channel, I'm a pretty tall dude, and skinniness wise, we're about the same level of skinniness. There's not a doubt in my mind I would have absolutely wiped the floor with this piece of shit booger stain, alright? So his friends come back and they start pulling him back, and he's still talking big. So I get away from my friends, like I pull away, and I go up to him, and once I'm in front of his face, and I'm like, alright, let's do it, come on, like, you're the one who said let's take it outside, let's do this. He suddenly doesn't talk as much. Isn't that funny how this guy was such a tough guy when I was being held back, but the second I'm in front of his face saying, alright, let's fight, you're the one who wanted to, now all of a sudden, nah, dude, nah, it's okay, dude, no, it's fine. Yeah, because I'm 10 inches taller than you, and I could probably slap you with my crotch faster than you could slap me with your hands, you ginormous, baby-faced nincompoop. God, dude, I get heated when I'm telling this story because it just pisses me off so much. So whatever, him and his frat boys go the other way. I was screaming insults at them as they were walking away, you know, because that's just what I do. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of friends. I know that's weird. Like, I really don't have a lot of friends, but the friends that I do have, I am extremely, extremely loyal to. And somebody messed with one of my friends, and I was gonna do absolutely everything in my power to make sure that they were not gonna mess with my friends anymore. And hopefully I taught that dude a lesson that touching random girls whenever you want, when they're walking past you, is not the right thing to do, and it just makes you look like a ginormous douche wagon, all right? Like, I'm sorry, nobody, and I mean literally nobody, likes the guy who does that walking next to women, all right? Like, I'm sorry, you're never gonna get a girlfriend if your attitude is, well, whatever, slapping them when they don't want it is a compliment. But, yeah, the frat guy tried to fight me and then walked away, ran away, really, speed walked away when I actually was like, all right, let's throw down then. Like, let's do this. You want to fight? Let's fight. 1v1 me, no scopes only. And like I said, I'm not a fighter. Like, this is not a common occurrence for me to try to 1v1 no scope only in the middle of the strip. But I had to do what I had to do. And I think my favorite part of it was after this whole situation went down and we're walking away, Cyrus just looks at me and goes, damn, bro. so I already know this is going to be on Scrubs. That's a beautiful story time. And, you know, he's right. I wasn't going to tell the story, but after Cyrus pointed out to me how it's a pretty good story, I decided, yo, bro, that's a valid point. So in reality, thanks Cyrus for getting me to tell you guys this story. It's really all thanks to him. What a beautiful soul. But on that note, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. Cyrus and I actually had a really great vacation. He's a cool dude. It was nice to meet him. It's like the first internet friend I've met before. My brother doesn't count. Like, people, oh, you've met Benji. Yeah, he's my brother, all right? Like, we met in the uterus. Let's be honest here. But anyways, it was a really, really good time. I had a good birthday. I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you, guys. I don't say it enough, but you guys really are, you know, the coolest part of my life. I'm not gonna lie. Every day I wake up and I'm super grateful that I get to make videos for you guys. And I just wanted to say thank you for being so supportive of the channel and being the best goddamn fan base on the planet. I don't say it enough, but I love each and every one of you a bajillion. Like, that's more than like 1 million, you know? I love each and every one of you a bajillion. But that's big no homo. On that note, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Click the like button, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below if you do not like frat boys fraternizing with the enemy. Follow me on Instagram at Scrubby, or, you know, don't, but please do, because I really like internet clout. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time with another video. I'm out. Skadoosh. Don't get anyone pregnant, by the way. I don't know if I said it.